I am the guy who wore Eagles shoes playing for the Timberwolves in a Timberwolves game and got booed every time I touched the ball in Minnesota. That's hard to do.
Wow.
That's a lot of hatred for the Eagles.
Well, I also thought maybe, they might have been booing you in Philadelphia because you were wearing Minnesota Timberwolves.
No, I was in
clothes.
Minnesota.
Okay.
I was in Target
I
Center.
thought that you okay, that's what you're saying. But so
Home game.
Home game.
You're wearing Eagle shoes.
And you're being
booed. They sell your jersey at the team store.
Hey, we won the Super Bowl that year. It was worth it at the end of the day. It was worth it at the end of the day.
So I imagine you were, let me just put this together. You were at the Super Bowl in Minnesota watching the Philadelphia Eagles win.
I was with my father, took my mother with me. She got to watch my team win a Super Bowl, get to experience that. I've never had so much excitement. I don't get to be a fan much.
Right.
I'm always the player. Mm-hmm. So it was really cool to take a step back and be completely just the fan. Cool. And you never got that experience. Even to this day, I'm a big Eagles fan, but I've still never been to an Eagles game in Philly. I've always had to watch from far because I'm always working. I'm always, playing basketball.
Sure, right.
Things don't work out. Scheduling don't work out.
Don't align, correct.
Yeah, so for me to actually be at my first Eagles game in the Super Bowl in Minnesota against the greatest of all time and to find a way to come out with a win with our backup quarterback. Come on, man. Yeah. When I saw Nick Foles retired, I had to put a tweet up.
By the way, we had a whole segment on him because of what a career. What a career he had. I know.
An amazing career.
Super Bowl MVP. Well, in terms of just being a fan, Karl-Anthony Towns, we're going to give you that opportunity.
Oh, God.
Because here on the Rich Eisen Show, we play a game called the win-loss game, where we give a fan an opportunity to go game by game, break it down, whether it's going to be a win or a loss, and that's how we find out what their final record is.
Are we saying we're all staying healthy the whole year?
This is all, yes, of course. Okay. This is all things being, if you will, equal.
God is good.
The Philadelphia Eagles win-loss game with Karl-Anthony Towns.
No Kelsey this year. Shout out to a legend.
That's, of course, and Fletcher Cox as well.
Yes.
And we're using NFL Films music, speaking of another New Jersey finest. Here we go, just to get you in the mood. Karl-Anthony Towns.
Okay.
The opener against the Green Bay Packers in Brazil. What happens with your Eagles?
I think we could find a way to win that game.
All right.
I think we'll all be healthy and we'll have a good this week to rest up. I think we'll be all right.
Then week 2, home for the Falcons on a Monday night.
I love our chances at home.
So that's 2-0.
I would like to believe.
At the New Orleans Saints, you might, measure for drapes there.
You're asking the wrong person because I may go 17-0.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
New Orleans is where the Super Bowl takes place, so maybe you could, measure for drapes.
Measure right,
so you can move
Mardi
in.
Gras.
Yeah, exactly. At the Saints, what happens?
I think it'll be a tough game. I think anytime you get to play over there at Mercedes-Benz, I think it's a tough game. I think we're a tough team, though.
Okay.
We got a right quarterback. We got Saquon, too.
Ooh.
Come on. Shout out to my homie. So.
Okay. At Tampa, what happens next at Tampa?
Baker Mayfield and them it depends. If we can stop the aerial assault with him and Mike Evans, I think we got a good chance. Godwin, too. So I think that if we could find a way to cap that kind of passing attack, I think we'll have a chance to win.
4-0.
Wow.
Into the bye, out of the bye, home for the Cleveland Browns. What happens, Karl-Anthony Towns?
I think the Browns are going to be good this year.
Yes? You think the Browns...
Again, I'm going to always go with my Eagles, but I just think that the Browns are going to be really good this year. I think that Deshaun Watson's going to actually have time now with this team, so I feel that they should make a step forward. I still like us, especially at home.
Okay. 5-0.
Yup.
Saquon back at the Giants.
Saquon may go for 500 yards.
So that's a win.
If you lose getting 500 yards, that's tough.
All right, so the Eagles are 6-0 at the Bengals, at Joe Burrow's Bengals. What happens there?
Joe Burrow healthy is a scary thing. So I think it's a close one. I think we win by field goal.
Okay. Ooh. Home for the Jaguars. Doug Peterson back in the house.
Shout out, man. Shout out to the Skip.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you think?
I got us, of course.
Okay. 8-0.
Hey, just go to week 11.
No,
10's a win.
They're at the Dallas Cowboys. Karl-Anthony Towns.
Someone had a whole argument. My barber had a whole argument with me about the Cowboys.
He was talking about how many Super Bowls. He said, so when was the next time you're going to win another one? I said, so you going to bring up something your daddy saw you win Super Bowl?
Why not?
Come on.
They still count no matter how many years.
No, for sure. But, like,
You know?
you didn't get to watch it.
9-0.
Like, I was alive for 4 of them. 3 I saw.
You were amazing.
Back home against the Washington Commanders.
5-1. That's what I'm saying. 5-1.
General Patton said, I got to see it. I need to see the wins. You can't say you saw Super Bowls and they ain't happening in front of you.
9-0, home for the Commanders.
I'm very excited to see Jaden Daniels play. But I think we got that one. And that's the
10-0.
day from my birthday too. So that would be a great birthday present.
Oh, happy birthday in advance. 10-0 here at the Rams.
Ooh. I may not be able to come back to LA, but we're gonna go with the Eagles again.
All right, 11-0 at the Ravens.
I'm sorry, man. I got to go with the Eagles, man.
At the Ravens, though.
Ooh. This may hurt you, Mark. I may have to say that. At Baltimore?
Yeah,
though.
Derrick Henry in that.
Ooh, I'm a big fan of Lamar Jackson. I'm telling you, my biggest thing, I'd probably say my greatest strength and my worst trait is my loyalty. I'm going to go with the Eagles again.
Home for the Panthers.
I'm going to go with the Eagles.
Home for the Steelers.
Hey, just mark it down. Even the Super Bowl, I'm going to say they're going to win it too while we at it.
All right. So home
Pittsburgh, hey.
Washington.
If there's one man I know who refuses to lose, it's Mike Tomlin. That's a tough one, but I'm still go with us.
At the Commanders, you sweep them?
You see where we're going with this, right?
Home for the Cowboys?
Come on, Cat, be for real now.
What you think?
Dak is 9-4 against the Eagles his last 13
I don't
games.
think nothing wrong with that.
So to sweep us, I don't know.
You don't know?
This is you picking. This ain't me.
You already know my answer. I just want to know what your answer is. I already committed to my answer.
And then home for the Giants.
Hey, that's another word.
17-0.
Jalen Hurts may have the most sponsorships in NFL history by the end of the season if this goes this way.
Anthony Towns.
17-0. So that's
17-0.
I won't say that because the last team I seen go 17-0, they didn't win it. So I would like to have a different outcome than that.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Am I wrong or am I right?
No, that is true.
And I saw them go 17-0.
A word?
Yeah.
But they didn't.
You know how the Cowboys won? You didn't see that.
Oh, wow.
I saw them go 17-0.
I am loving TJ getting like NBA level
I ain't
smoke.
politically correct. I came to talk football and
I'm saying,
chill with Rich,
I've
man.
seen 3 Super Bowls, so I'm good.
NBA level
That's right.
smoke.
Hey,
Fantastic.
I just know that I was able to see in Minnesota them win the Super Bowl.
That's true, you did.
Go on the field, lose my car keys, walk back to the car, have no car keys. Mom's freezing.
It was
freezing
cold.
out in Minnesota.
It was cold. So
We were
bad.
there. It was so
You
cold.
lost your car keys on the field?
My dad walked back to the stadium, went on the field, said, I can't find them.
Hey, I didn't even drink. I thought I was drunk losing the car keys.
Karl-Anthony Towns.